Dave Campbell's Texas Football, the leading publication for all things football in Texas, and the Texas Bowl proudly announced the 100-player watch list for the Mr. Texas Football High School Player of the Year Award. The voters, when appropriate, will add players to the watch list. Mr. Texas Football annually recognizes the most outstanding high school football player in the state of Texas. Each week, fans are given a chance to vote for the Player of the Week on TexasFootball.com. At the end of the high school football season, 10 finalists will be named. Fans can then vote for who they think should be Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year. The winner of the 2020 Mr. Texas Football Award will be announced prior to the 2020 Texas Bowl, which will be played at NRG Stadium in Houston. Former winners of the award include 2018 Heisman Trophy winner and number 1 overall pick Kyler Murray in 2013 and 2014. 2012 Heisman Trophy winner Johnny Manziel. He won in 2010. Former Texas Longhorns running back Jonathan Gray. He won in 2011. We talked to them just the other day. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back Jaquiz Rogers won in 2007. Current Oklahoma State quarterback Spencer Sanders won in 2017. Carolina Panthers quarterback Garrett Gilbert won in 2008. Frisco Lone Star and Oklahoma Sooners wide receiver Marvin Mims took home the award in 2019. And so we've got our 100-player watch list for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year Award. We're going to start rolling it up here on the screen. We got broken up into 2 graphics. And yeah, we've got players from all over the state, all over the every position, every classification. Because if you play football in the state of Texas, public school, private school, 6A, 6-man, whatever it is, you are eligible to be named the 2020 Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year. And these are 100 guys that we have our eye on. Again, that's not to say that we can't add to that list coming up here. In fact, one thing I want to look up. I wonder if we had Marvin Mims on our watch list last year. Let's see if we did that. I'm going to find this out.
I would assume so, and if not, we're
going to find out. But
look silly.
we did have the but that is one thing that we're very proud of here at Mr. Texas Football, or Dave Campbell's Texas Football, is to award the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. And of course, we will have the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week coming up here starting on Monday. We'll announce our first 10 candidates for that week's awards. But we are very, very excited to roll out the watch list for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year in 2020. If you can't read this on the screen, we're going to have this on TexasFootball.com if you want to read it. Probably the highlights here, if you want to highlight a couple of guys. Demetrius Davis, the quarterback for Galena Park North Shore. Lakeview Centennial running back Kamar Wheaton. Of course, we talked about him on This Week in Recruiting just yesterday. Alito wide receiver JoJo Earl. Fort Worth All Saints offensive lineman Tommy Brockermeyer. Pleasant Grove defensive lineman Landon Jackson. Grandview quarterback Dane Yench. Motley County running back Jake Richards. Mart athlete Roger L. Freeman. El Paso America's running back Aaron Dumas. Sherilyn Pioneer quarterback Eddie Lee Marburger. Lampasas quarterback Ace Whitehead. A lot of fantastic players, 100 of them, listed here on the watch list for the 2020 Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year Award. And so make sure you check that out. We are going to look for the watch list from last year. I want to see if we can find that. But in any case, I can't find it right now. So make sure you check that out on TexasFootball.com if you want to check out the 2020 Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year preseason watch list. 100 players we've got our eye on. Again, doesn't mean that these are the only players eligible. Everyone is eligible, and we love being surprised. But check out TexasFootball.com for more information. And of course, the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week voting starts on Monday, so you can check that out. So if you're suiting up this weekend, you have an opportunity to put on a show and become a nominee for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year Award. So make sure you check that out on TexasFootball.com.